Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into theory of mind.
Right.
That's basically our ability to grasp that other people have their own thoughts, feelings, intentions, stuff that's separate from what we're thinking or feeling.
Exactly. It's key.
And we know you want to get the essentials quickly, so that's the plan for this deep dive. Hit the core of Tom, when it pops up, how we measure it, why it matters so much socially, and some, well, interesting details.
It really helps understand why people do what they do. So maybe start with the basics. What exactly is theory of mind, and when do we usually see it start showing up?
Okay, yeah, so theory of mind, or Tom,
Yeah.
it's our understanding that people, including ourselves, have these mental states like beliefs, desires, intentions, emotions.
It's that internal stuff.
Exactly. And crucially, understanding that these inner states can be different from reality and that they drive how people act. Developmentally, we typically see these skills really start coming online in early childhood. It varies, of course.
And researchers have some pretty neat ways to look at this in kids, right? Like those false belief tasks.
Right. Those are classic. They basically set up scenarios to check if a child understands that someone else can hold a belief that the child knows is actually false.
Like they haven't seen something that the child saw.
Yeah, precisely. It tests if the child gets that the other person's mind has its own sort of independent take on the situation.
Yeah.
Like if Sally puts a marble in a basket and leaves,
Yeah.
and then Anne moves it to a box, where will Sally look when she comes back?
And the child with Tom understands Sally will look in the original place, the basket, based on her belief.
Yeah.
Even though the child knows it's not there anymore.
Exactly. It shows they get the difference between their knowledge and someone else's belief.
And what's so important here is how directly this connects to empathy, to getting along with people.
Totally.
I mean, if you can't really grasp someone else's perspective, how can you, truly feel with them or figure out how they might react?
It's fundamental. That's the big aha moment, isn't it? Realizing Tom is a bedrock of our social lives. It's not just me in my head. Everyone's got their own world going on inside.
Yeah.
And it's not just psychological theory either. There's biology here. Specific brain areas light up when we're thinking about others' mental states.
Now, something that often comes up with theory of mind is autism spectrum disorder. How do things sometimes look different there?
That's definitely relevant. We often see differences in how theory of mind develops or works in individuals with autism. This might show up as challenges in reading social cues or predicting behavior, or that sort of natural back and forth in conversation.
Right.
But it's really crucial to understand this isn't about a lack of emotion or empathy itself. Often it's more about a different way of sort of processing and understanding those mental states in others.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So thinking about development, is Tom something that just locks in during childhood, or can it, grow or be strengthened later on?
Good question. No, it doesn't seem to be fixed. Research suggests we can develop and strengthen these skills throughout life. Things like learning social skills explicitly, therapy, even just having varied social experiences can help improve our Tom abilities.
And culture probably plays a part too, right? And how it develops or what aspects are emphasized.
Absolutely. Cultural context can influence the timing and the way Tom develops and is expressed. Different societies might focus more on certain aspects of social understanding.
So we're using this all the time without even thinking about it.
Oh, constantly. Think about reading a book or watching a movie. You're always figuring out character motivations, what they believe, what they want.
Yeah.
That's Tom at work.
Or even getting a joke. So much humor relies on playing with expectations about what people know or think.
Right. And deception, too. You can't really pull off a convincing lie unless you have a good idea of what the other person believes to be true.
Yeah, you need to model their mind. And just to add a layer here, experts sometimes distinguish between cognitive and affective Tom. So cognitive Tom is more about understanding thoughts, beliefs, intentions, the thinking side. Affective Tom is more about understanding emotions, how someone feels.
Ah, so understanding what they think versus how they feel about it.
Pretty much. And they're related, of course, but you can be stronger in one than the other. Someone might logically deduce what another person knows, but maybe struggle to grasp the emotional impact.
Interesting. So flipping that around, if someone has difficulties with theory of mind, How might that affect things like, say, moral judgments or sorting out arguments?
Well, it can definitely make things trickier. Understanding intentions is often key to judging whether an action was wrong or how wrong it was. If you struggle to see why someone did something from their perspective,
Judging the morality gets complicated.
right, and in conflicts too, if you genuinely can't see the other person's viewpoint, it's incredibly hard to find common ground or resolve disagreements effectively. It can become a major obstacle.
Okay, so wrapping this up, theory of mind is this, well, incredible human capacity to tune into the mental worlds of others.
It's absolutely foundational.
Yeah, essential for our relationships, our communication, just how
We function together as people.
could I put it better? It's woven into the fabric of social life.
So maybe a final thought for you to consider. Knowing how critical Tom is, how might really digging into it, understanding it better in ourselves and seeing it in others change how we interact day to day, or even how we understand society. It's pretty deep stuff when you think about it.